I can't see myself. Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. So today is going to be a little bit different. This is usually not what I film on my channel, but I got inspired with other people doing little story times about random things, so I thought, hey, why not share a story? So first of all, I want to say I'm so sorry that I have not been on. I've just had so much on my shoulders like this past year. Just recently my grandmother passed away in August, and it was just before around my birthday time, so it was really hard. And I did lose another person. All I can say is that pretty much my heart is shattered, and I just had to really find the courage to come on here and to start filming again. So I wanted to do something fun. I didn't want to record, sad things, and I wanted just to try to do something different on my channel. So I decided to share one of my stories, and this is a ghost story, and I do have a picture, and you can take it like you want it. You can either believe me, not believe me, but I just thought it would be really cool to share people that have an open mind and that kind of have an interest in paranormal activity. So I hope you guys enjoy my story time, and I hope you guys like my little decor that I did back here. That's supposed to be Michael Myers, but I cut it too thin and I had to put a stick on it so it looks like he has glasses on, or he looks like my dad, either like with a bigote or something. So I tried, but yeah, so let's just get into this video. Okay guys, so my mom worked for a judge at a courthouse, not a whorehouse, but a courthouse, and she worked there for many years. And as I grew up, I was always that kid that would do their homework at last minute, didn't have their report together, didn't print it out. I always waited for the next day. So I was like up at the courthouse, usually like around 8 o'clock, 9 o'clock, barely typing my paper. And this was me like in grade school. And then in high school, I was doing the same thing. But anyways, so, it was nothing new. I've hung out there a couple of times, and it was pretty creepy because there was a lot of like different stories and some things that my mom experienced. And as I got older, I think I was just out of high school, we ended up going up to the jail, and this jail is pretty much, they don't use it for anything. It's an old jail. They just use it to put in like files and just storage. So there's a bunch of like junk up there, and I went up there during the day, and even during the day, like, I'm not gonna lie, like I got chills because it just felt like a really different vibe there. So I went up there and I noticed that in the cells there was a lot of drawings that the prisoners used to draw, and I don't know, it just kind of caught my attention because I kind of wondered like what they wrote on the wall, what did they draw. So I always thought to myself, one of these days when I come up here, I'm gonna take pictures to see what the inmates just used to draw. So anyways, during that time, it was a couple of years when I had seen that. During that time, I decided to invite some friends, and we ended up going up to the jail, but this time it was during the nighttime. And the reason that we could get in the courthouse is because, for one, my mom worked there, and second, the lady that used to clean the courthouse was my mom's friend. So we went ahead and, we went over there, and she said it was fine, and we went ahead and we went up to the jail. And it was during the nighttime, and I think up at the jail they don't have lights in there, but for some reason it was pitch dark when we were walking through there, and it just made it like so much better because I don't know, back in the day I used to like ghost hunting and all that stuff. So we went ahead and we went up there, and I had this little dingy little camera, like it was nothing compared to the ones that I have now. But we went up there, and it was pitch dark, and I don't know why, I felt like sticking my arms through the bars. And when I did, I took a picture, but I did not want to look when the flash went off. So I turned my head to the side, and I was like, I'm not gonna look, because I was like, what if a face just like pops up? And I was like, no, because you felt this creepy like vibe there, like you couldn't breathe. I felt like goosebumps. I just felt like I needed to get out of there because it was scary. So anyways, I got the picture, didn't think anything of it. I went on with my night, had fun with my friends, and I remember that night when I got back, it was pretty late, and I put my pictures on my camera, and when I was looking through them, I noticed that there was something that just didn't look right. It didn't look like it belonged in the picture. And I've always caught pictures like with orbs and stuff, and I have plenty of pictures with the orbs. Maybe I'll just put some of those orb pictures here. But this one was just different. Like, you would look at the orb, but yet on the bottom you could see like a face. Like, you could see the indentions of the eyes, the nose, even the lips, kind of like the shoulders and the head. And you just see somebody kind of like just staring at you. And I'm pretty sure it's like some people probably died in there. So I don't know, maybe this guy wasn't, you know, guilty, and maybe he was sad that his soul was still there. I have no idea, but I saw a face, and when I saw that picture, I was like, what? Like, am I actually looking at this? So I woke up my parents. I remember I showed them because I thought it was so crazy. And when they looked at it, they saw the same thing. But when you look at it from a distance, you can see it more. But if you kind of zoom in, like, you kind of lose it. But unless you know what it is that you're exactly looking at. So I'm gonna go ahead and share that picture with you guys. Like I said, you guys can take it how you want it. You can either believe me, don't believe me. It's totally up to you. Like, this is just something that I caught in my camera, and I really wanted to show you guys because I know a lot of people just kind of wonder, like, you know, about the afterlife. So I got that picture and I was like, wow, like, there is something there. This place is haunted. And I remember, and first off, scratch that. Let me go ahead and just mention something here that I didn't mention before. My place where I live, I'm not going to give any names. It's known as a haunted place. So this is nothing new. So, but it just let me know that this courthouse definitely has something in it, because I used to always feel things in there. So fast forward, and my cousin, he had to write a paper, and he was last minute too. He needed a printer. So we ended up going to the courthouse. Again, it was around 8, 9 o'clock at night, and it was just a cleaning lady, same cleaning lady. And, you know, nobody can be in there pretty much if you don't work there or they don't know you, because of the fact that, you know, there's cameras and it's confidential. So that cleaning lady, she's the only one that can be in there because they're recording her the whole time. My mom had connections, and that's why we could get inside the courthouse and we could go into her office. So just wanted to point that out there. So I remember that day my cousin was inside of my mom's office, and I don't know, for some reason the second floor always gave me like a really bad vibe, like it just felt off. And I don't know, I guess I wasn't scared during that time, but I remember I sat outside of the lobby, and the lobby was pitch black. It was dark because all of the inside was dark because it was nighttime, and the only place that was lit up was my mom's office. So I remember that I went, you know, and I sat in the lobby, and it was pitch dark, and I kept talking, and I kept saying, if somebody's in here, talk to me. And I kept giggling and laughing, and my cousin and my mom could hear me in the other room, and my mom kept saying, leave them alone, and she kept telling me that, and my cousin was laughing. So because I was making him laugh, I decided to keep on going with it. So I did. So anyways, you know, my cousin finished his paper, we started going downstairs. The cleaning lady and my mom were chit-chatting, and they were already like by the door, and in order to get in you have to put a number, and in order to get out you have to put a number as well. So she was, you know, by the door, and they were talking, and me and my cousin were looking at each other. We were just tired, I guess, and just looking straight at each other. And all of a sudden, from the top floor, it felt like somebody was looking down, and in a deep voice they said, and my eyes got so big, and I got goosebumps. I felt like every hair on my body stood up. And I looked at me and my cousin were staring at each other, and I told them, did you hear that? My mom had heard it, but she did not want to freak us out when she heard that voice. And the cleaning lady for sure heard it, because she was panicking to open that door. So it was just insane, because not only have I seen a picture, but I actually heard a voice. And that is pretty much my story time there at the courthouse. I don't believe like I have any of my own personal stories. I know my mom has a lot of stories that she, you know, she kind of experienced there. All I can say is that it's creepy. I felt like a different vibe there, and it was only in certain areas. And I got that picture, like I said, that I wanted to share with you guys, and also just that voice. I do have other experiences and ghost stories. I also have some other pictures. So if you guys definitely like this video, then make sure you give it a big thumbs up. Turn on your post notifications so you don't miss a video. And hopefully you guys enjoyed this, especially just before Halloween. I thought it would be really cool just to show a ghost experience that I went through, and I can pretty much say that, you know, there is spirits out there, and I do believe in ghosts. And also the reason I don't really do that anymore is because I do believe that they can follow you home and they can get attached to you. And the reason I say that is because my dad has a cousin that half of the house was haunted, and when they left, he went to the Navy or the Army, something like that, and he used to get vibes at his house that somebody was like pretty much pressing down on his chest and he couldn't breathe. And when he left, he was like in some other country, the same thing was happening. And that's why I kind of don't mess with that anymore. I don't want to get possessed or anything like that, because I'm not down for that. So I kind of left that stuff alone. Do I ever get tempted to ever go and look for those things again? Sometimes, because there's some pretty haunted hotels over here, and I was like 24-hour challenge. But anyways, I hope you guys enjoyed this video, and I missed you guys. Hopefully you guys enjoyed my story, and I'll see you guys next time. Oh, and stay tuned. Thank you guys so much for watching, and I hope you guys are all doing well.